Boom guys, you already know what it is. You know LT aka TANKdGAMER. Now as you see right in front of the screen, right now sparkingzero is actually premiering a live showcase on online play PvP, and that's going to be on the 23rd of June. It's going to be at 12 PM for people that's living in the UK, and people that are probably living in the US or probably around that area of the world. Anyways, it's going to be around 7 AM or somewhere around that time, or maybe 5 AM. Now the big thing about this video coming up right now is obviously you've got the guest Shaka, and you've got another guy called Kuzananko. I believe his name is in English translation, so let me just double check that. So yeah, Kuzanoko, my bad, I butchered the name up badly. But as you can see with Kuzanoko, he has been Dragon Z Fighters player, so you can just see like what he kind of capable of when it comes down to the game. Both of these players are pro fighting player gamers as well. So we are going to be able to get the chance to see them utilize probably combos, key cancel, defensive plays, for example, like counteractive moves and things like that, which we didn't get to see really in the game showcase at Summerfest. And reason being because the players that were playing, they probably had 30 minutes onto it. They weren't really familiar with the buttons because, let's be honest, TANKdGAMER series is not a very simple game to kind of just get your grasp on. Like, you know, I mean, I think it's a lot more complex when it comes down to Xenoverse because there's a lot more things you have to take into action. One being the combo strings, two being like the key management, and obviously your support moves and things like that, and knowing what they actually do. Right now, we get an opportunity because of like this showcase is going to be like an hour, so I don't believe the whole fighting online PvP is going to be an hour, but I can imagine that they've had probably more than an hour of playtime on this game, right? So as you can see right here, okay, great graphics, Cell Games Arena. Yeah, that's Shaka and that's Kuzananko. Okay, so you got part of story gameplay. And then you've got the online PvP. Alright, I like that. That looks good. Boy! Okay. But basically it's going to be up to like an hour playtime where we're going to be getting the game. Now because they've had the hands-on experience of the game up to an hour of play, well, I can imagine they've obviously been a bit more experienced when it comes down to moves like combos, you know, key cancels, when it comes down to just any utilities we could be thinking about in the game, right? So we're going to be able to see a lot more of the gameplay be fleshed out and see what we are going to be capable of doing when it comes to online. So this is just great news for us. You know what I mean? Because like I said before, we didn't get to see like the game at its fullest potential. There was a lot of moves, a lot of things that were not to our understanding, right? For example, we only found that like Kara Cannon was a utility move thanks to Afro, right? But that was the only gameplay we actually really got to see. So it's going to be great for us to kind of be able to sit down and actually analyze the game fully in depth to see what are the capabilities we can do and things like that. Now as you can see with Shaka, he is usually an FPS player, or I think he has moved to FPS, but he is still very capable when it comes down to fighting games. So as you can see right here, he is a master player on Street Fighter 6. So as you can see the master rank there, and obviously he's just perfect in his plays and such things like that. So we do know he is capable when it comes down to fighting games, right? And master rank is still very difficult to achieve in Street Fighter 6 itself. And then you have Kuzanonko. I think I butchered his name, apologies if I did, but I think he is well known when it comes down to like fighting games, when it comes down to Japan and such things like that. Bear in mind they are pro level players, so they are sponsored, you know what I mean, like Red Bull and such things like that. So you can see with Kuzananko, he is playing fighters. Now I couldn't find anything from Shaka playing any Street Fighter, any Dragon Z games, but I guess they chose him because he has a lot of followers, and you know what I mean, he's got over like nearly 1 million followers on YouTube, and when it comes down to Twitch, and it's going to be like great publicity for them. And you know, I guess he's just capable of fighting games, right? So I don't think it's going to take him too long to be able to understand the mechanic of sparkingzero. And obviously you've got Kuzanonko just destroying his opponents right now with crazy combo strings. So it just leads me to believe that this showcase right now, when it comes down to 23rd of June, is going to be compact with a lot of combo tools, but people didn't get to utilize in the game. What they call the Summerfest. And reason being because most people had like 30 minutes into the game and they were probably just rushing and they were running through it. I can imagine these guys sat down probably longer than an hour to even understand the game mechanic, and they were probably spoken all the way through to tell them these are the things you should utilize and these are, you know what I mean, the perks or what you can do, right? Because they would be sat down in the room by the guys that probably made the game. So it's going to be a great experience for us. Unfortunately, it is going to be in English. but I believe there are going to be translations from YouTube itself anyways. So, but more time, this is going to be reacting and screaming. And then it's probably not going to be a broken down, like, you know what I mean, like a broken down game study for us, right? You know, so it's just going to be something just to see them kind of playing gameplay towards it and just seeing how the experience will be when it comes down to it being in our hands. But anyways, that's what I've got for you guys. Just make sure to tune in 23rd of June. You'll see me in the chat anyways. So if you want to, you know what I mean, get involved, you really know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's get it. Bow, we out.
Ways on the train, make games like a century, good for the pain. Cells that react, maybe go on stronger. System go lit like a TNT brick spot. If they be launched at me, then I'm on guard. They need to retreat, they be beating the dunya. Visa, none of in a freezer. Heal up and cut like a wound, cause Caesar. I'm send like a ruler. Once in a blue moon, go ape like a Vegeta. Don't you give a